Yo, 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 what it do, folks? Time of the day has come. It's time for the end of day report with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist from PulseWave What a wild day it was, folks. Wild indeed. The Dow being down 500 points at one point during the day. Just a whole bunch of crazy things going on in the world. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to take a look at a few charts, see what we can find out, see what rears itself in Goshen, a city or treason. We'll see. We're going to get into it. We're going to take a look at a few things, see if we can get an idea as to what we may be able to ascertain for tomorrow morning. So we're going to jump right in without any further ado. Let me just add a few more things on my chart here, and I think we can just jump right on in. Head first. I'm going to jump in head first. Let me get ready to share my computer with you. For those listening live here, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to share and subscribe as well. Let's see, you guys should be able to hear us. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Live streaming as we like to do. Let's see here. Okay, I think we're ready to do that. We're ready to jump in now. No particular order, just as they come up here on the charts. We're just going to go in. We're going to do the darn thing. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second. I'm still learning a few things, but I'm going to get it together. Just bear with me a second. Let's see. Okay, I think this is it. Nope, here it is. There you go. Had to get that banner up there. All right, let's see here. Okay. Now it's time to share my screen so we can jump on in. All right. Click that like button, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what to do. All right, so our first chart that we're going to look at this evening is XLF, which is the select financial sector spider. Okay, this is something that we look at. It tracks the financial sector, all that good stuff. And so we'd like to look at it. So you can see here, the market had back-to-back crash alerts. We're looking at the daily charts now, for those of you who are not aware. The weekly post-wave pre-market post-scan reports was done earlier. All right, so if you missed that, you can peep that from Sunday. We did a couple things on Sunday, and then we also carried that over to the pre-market post-scan that we did this morning, if you want to look at what we're looking at on the weeklies. All right, so we're back to the daily charts now. All right, so we have back-to-back crash alerts in the XLF, which really manifested and really showed its behind today. All right, this thing took a nosedive. We got a gap right here that we need to contend with, needs to be dealt with sooner rather than later. But turnaround Tuesday is upon us, okay? We're already up now. We got a nice little technical bounce going in the Dow. It's up. Last time I looked, it was up 73 points. What do you know? The Dow futures are now up 105 points. You can set your watch to this stuff. Turnaround Tuesday. We're going to fill that gap tomorrow. So tomorrow should be a green day. We should end up positive tomorrow. And then if all things are looking like I think they're looking, we're going to go back down again, fill these gaps, and then the market takes off and never looks back for a very long time to come, folks. I think that everything is in the works for the beginnings of a bull market that's going to make people pass out in unbelief. All right. The last time I said that was back in between 2011 and 2013. So, just wanted to put that out there for you. All right, let's see. So this is the XLF. Now, if the market does not do what I'm anticipating, if it does not fill the gap that was made first and decides to keep falling, then we have some technical gaps that we need to contend with. I showed you on the Bitcoin chart and things like that. So that could happen first. It's better to go ahead and get certain things out the way. And then that way you know that the movement in the market is real. So we're going to have to wait and see on this one. But we got the crash alert. It played out. I'm looking for a continuation pattern possibly tomorrow on this one as well. We'll wait and see if we back and fill. But for right now, it's looking like we could get a continuation to the downside on this one. But not before filling this gap. So tomorrow could be a very interesting day, just as today was. All right, so that was a select file. I'll go ahead and save this one, XLF. Why not? All right, next chart we have here is Wells Fargo. All right, so we were in the XLF. Now we're in the actual look at an actual bank. Look at this Wells Fargo. So you had this first gap here, then it gapped down again here, back and filled on the rally alert. Then we peaked out here, had an intraday spike high, market reverses, comes down, you get a crash alert for Monday. The crash alert plays out, but we do have a few things to deal with, all right? We have a warning sign. We have a bullish pointer that we committed right here. So I believe that the market may fall down one more day, just take out today's low on a spike, but not a close. And then I think we're going to start the reversal process to come back up here and fill this gap. Now, again, I like the sooner rather than later theory. The sooner rather than later theory suggests that if the market comes up and fills this gap, then we know that it's ready to fall down hard, because then it's going to come back down here and take the support out, and we'll put in a new leg, and this right here will be an old resistance area. All right, and we are bearish. We're in a bear market on your daily chart for Wells Fargo. Here we are right here. You see your red grizzly bear? Roar. He's in the bottom right hand corner right here. Grizzly bear in the house. All right, got to deal with the bear. So right now, Wells Fargo is looking whack on the daily chart. All right, I'm gonna give you all a gift. Let's go ahead and look at the weekly chart. Just take a look. Take a little. It doesn't hurt to take a little look, a little peek. All right. Okay, so on the weekly, you got a bond. You're coming off of a bull market. All right. You had a bull market for a few bars here, but about a week or two. Right. Had a bullish setup, but it didn't last. You had a bearish pointer right here to let you know that this was it. You were topping out. Got a crash alert. You have a crash alert with a bearish pointer. Market comes down, takes it out, gives you another crash alert. Yes, we're heading lower. We did head lower. Now we got another crash alert going for next week. All right. It's just how it is, folks. This is what's setting up right now. All right. So we'll see if it changes, but that's how your weekly is looking. Your weekly is just as whack as your daily. All right. It is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. I know they're talking about all types of stuff about the banking sector, the financial sector right now. It is what it is, folks. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you, what it's looking like right now. This is what it's looking like. It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. All right. So bearish on your Wells Fargo. I'll go ahead and save that. Why not? All right. So the next one is the bonds. What are bonds saying? Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, take a look at your bonds. So we started off with a rally alert that was given back on January the 22nd of 2020. What happened? The market started to gallop. We got that breakout, broke out again, gapped up on the following breakout for today. We got up to 144.29 on the TLT. Bonds ain't no joke. The bond prices are roaring higher, which means your yields are falling through the floor. It is what it is. All right, now this is entered into a bullish zone. We're in a bullish phase now. Hence your bull at the bottom right-hand corner. You see a little green bull? All right, there you go. He's cute, isn't he? Little green self. All right, so here we are. We got a bullish situation going on right now, and the market's looking to take off. We do need to back and fill on this gap sooner rather than later. The sooner you fill a gap, it gives the breakout move more credibility because it's saying this thing is ready to rock and roll and break above 145, right? So that's what that's saying right now. So for those of you that missed this initial move, you're going to have another chance to get yourself into this market and capture the next move. So right now, TLT bonds are looking rather dope right now, aren't they? They are breaking out, and that's what we like to see. We like to see these kind of moves. All right, now let's move on to the next one. Go ahead and save this one. All right. Next chart we have is Russell Futures, folks. Gonna look at this Russell. Let's see what Russell got to tell us. All right, so Russell has been in a bullish zone, but we had those two back-to-back crash alerts telling us that the highs were in. Short-term high was in. The last time we warned of the short-term top being in was back here, and this was on December the 27th. All right, and as you saw, the market fell. All right, the market fell. Okay, now you did get some intraday support along the way. We had these rally alerts. All right, and letting you know that the short-term bottom was near and or there, getting close. What happened? Market proceeded to rally. We got more back. Then we got a back-to-back rally alert, letting you know the thing was about to take off, and it did. But just as it did, we got an immediate crash alert letting you know that this thing was about to fall down, and it rolled over, and there you go. So we came in today with a crash alert. Crash alert was issued on Sunday afternoon, and there we go. Boom. All right, that's when the report came out. So bam, Friday told you that this was it. And here we go. Market broke lower. So this one I'm expecting, being because we have the bomb, see the bomb on the bottom right-hand side of the corner here? All right, this is what's up. This is letting you know that, a trend is about to break out. Now, we don't know if it's going to be bearish or bullish, but based on the chart, it suggests that it's going to be a bearish one. All right, so Russell Futures has been weaker than the other counterparts, the NASDAQ, Dow, and the S&P. So that's what we see right now. So I'm looking at a possible continuation to the downside on this one. We shall see. Moving along now. Okay, it wants me to save this one. Go ahead and save it for now. Why not? All right. Let's see. Crude oil futures. I know people like to talk about that the gangster crude oil market. All right. So we have just begun a new phase, and this is a bearish one. All right. Now, you may be wondering, why are you getting a bearish reading all the way down here? Why didn't give it to you up here or something? All right. There's a difference between the trend momentum readings, which is at the bottom here, bullish and bearish, all right, and crash and rally alerts. You can get a crash alert in the bull market or a rally alert in the bear market. The alerts are separate from your trend momentum readings. Trend momentum readings let you know about the level of momentum entering or exiting the market. In this case, we have a bear market, the beginnings of a bear market developing. So this right here is not the lows. This right here, what you're seeing so far based on today's price action, is going to end up being the highs. Not here, but here. This is going to be the highs of the bear movement. This is the highs of the bull market. This is going to be the highs of the bear market. Y'all following with me? So this is where we are. All right, my brother in the house. What up, my man, Don, man? Thanks for stopping by. What up, fam? Everybody, this is one of my brothers. I'm the oldest of five. That's one of my brothers, man. Thanks, Donnie. I appreciate the love, man. You hit that like button too while you at it. Hit that like button, man. Hit it up. Hit it up. Hit it up. All right. For those of you who were following the free trade of the week, which was Bitcoin, you would notice that we have people that are in the trading room part of the service that have made north of 10% on that trade today. So this is the importance of making movements when you get your price triggers and not hesitating to pull the trigger. You got to do what you got to do. All right. So I just want to put that out there, that it's very important when you get your price trigger reports that you got to move, man. You got to do what you got to do. All right. So in the crude oil, we got that crash alert we had here back when we're in the time bomb zone. See these empty spaces? This empty space is the time bomb zone. And as you remember, I showed you here in the bottom right hand side. What happened was we knew that a trend was bound to break out at some point. And based on what we were seeing with the price action, it was looking to be a bearish one, and we were right. Had a crash alert here, right? Then you had this followed by a rally alert letting you know that the move of the initial crash alert was done. And we were right. Market moved back up. Then we got this next crash alert here. It wasn't a double crash alert because it wasn't back-to-back bars, but it was within a short distance of bars, which gives it even more alarm. And yes, what did we get? The market dropped from the 58 handle all the way down here to that 51 handle, which is pretty significant. 52.15, folks, is where we dropped. Now, as we are speaking right now, the market has rallied back to 52.95. All right, that's where it moved to. All right, so we're pretty much trading right now inside of, Thursday, Monday's bar. So I'm anticipating more downside to come on this particular one here. So this is the beginnings of a bear market. So I think we're going to be back down into the 48 to 45 handle within the near future. Okay, this is what's up. All right, let's see. Oh, someone asked, can you explain the difference? I'm sorry, I didn't see the questions because I was just rolling with the report. All right, let me scroll it for a second. Some of these questions have caught the top of my eye. Okay, let's see. Okay, have you been still in BC? That's right. Go PulseWaves. Okay, excellent. Can you explain the difference between? Let's pull it up here for everyone can see it. Can you explain the difference between R1 and R2? Yes, I can. All right. So here's the difference between R1 and R2. R1 is your rally alert, and R2 is a continuation pattern. That's what that is. Same thing with a C1. A C1 is a crash alert. A C2 is a continuation pattern. That's it. That's all that means. And that's why it's followed by a yellow mark. And there's really no real significance or signal in that. That's just letting you know that there was a continuation after an alert. That's what that means. All right. So basically, it's just confirming the alert is what it boils down to. So for all intents and purposes, for these end of day reports, we're really only concerned with C1s and R1s. That's it. All right. That's really all we're really concerned with. And I should have changed all of that. Remember, I do these charts and stuff for myself, and sometimes I forget to change it when I'm sharing it with you all. So that's my bad. I should have, did that. And I've been like a crazy man, been so busy. So I'm going to make a mental note to change that and put the wording there so you'll know, oh, okay, that's what that is. All right, thanks for telling me. So I'm going to make a mental note to do that. All right, so let's move on to the next chart we got here. That was crude oil. Let's see here. All right. Our next chart is Lockheed Martin. We're getting into the Illuminati section of the presentation. All right, so everyone knows Lockheed Martin is an Illuminati stock. It is basically part of our Illuminati index. It follows behind ticker HACK, HACK. When Lockheed Martin is on fire, it's because something's going on, particularly in the Middle East, but these days it could be anywhere on the planet. Remember, folks, the numbers don't lie. The price action tells you what's going on. You don't even have to pick up the newspaper. This is what it's telling you what's happening. All right, so we still have this gap back here that has not been completed yet. So we have to deal with it. All right. So I think the market is about to back and fill and get to this point. We got a crash alert here with no manifestation, followed by a rally alert, which we did have manifestation and continuation. Then we had another warning of a crash alert without manifestation. And then based on today's price action, we have yet another. I think this market is probably getting closer to possibly topping out so that it can back and fill down here between the 405 and 400 level. We'll have to keep an eye out and see what happens. But that's kind of what I'm looking at here. It is possible that some people are going to try to jump in on this pullback in price, hoping that the market will rally. We'll see what happens tomorrow. As of right now, though, I can't knock it. We are in a bull market. All right, we're in a bullish phase in Lockheed Martin. So you really can't fight the tape. That's what they say. Just follow the price action. For those of you that are subscribers of the PulseWave reports, you know exactly how to handle these type of false signals. You know what you're looking for. The thing about the reports is that it gives you intraday price inflection points. And what that means is you know that you're looking for certain type of market behavior. You're looking for the market to do something in particular before you get in. And it has to do something. All right. And those are usually seen on an intraday basis, hence the intraday price inflection points. So you always have an opportunity to capture movements in the market. So that's basically what it boils down to. All right. So
what's up, buddy?
All right, you made it. I thought I heard something. I was like, what is this?
I was trying not to interrupt. How you doing, man?
All right, my man Frank. All right. So we are on we've entered into the dark web of the presentation. We're in the Nazi index of Lockheed Martin. And we have this crash alert here that we have it's a brand new crash alert based on today's price action, and it's being done within a bullish zone. Okay, so that's what we're watching right now. All right, so now we're about to move on from hither and go to a new one. So let's get out of this. Go to the next one.
I'm assuming you already did Bitcoin.
Nope.
No, you didn't?
We're even doing them in order. We're doing it in order as it comes up here. Oh, and my brother has joined us, man. My brother is in the house.
Your literal brother?
Yep, one of my younger brothers, Donnie, he's in the house. Yeah, you'll see him in the comment section. You let me know he was in the house supporting his big bro.
Good
All
man.
right, so now we're looking at HACK. See, we're still in the twilight zone of things. This is HACK. This is our #1 Illuminati index. Now, you may laugh when you hear me say that, oh, this is one of those nut job conspiracy theorists using tea leaves for the markets. No, absolutely not. This is based on proven facts. Go and look at the archives of my video, and you'll see all the videos that I did talking about and explaining how hack works and using it as a predictive tool to let you know when we were in the midst of another false flag or some type of terror attack or cyber terror attack. And every time the market hit a certain price inflection point, and I gave you the specific price, what do we have? Breaking news! Hacking at the U.S. Department of blah, blah, blah. Another breach at this company or that company. It always followed by certain price inflection points. And I got my man Frank here who can vouch. And
it's insane.
Yeah. Everybody knows.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy what happens.
And I was the only one talking about hack. No one else talked about hack until I talked about hack, and then hack started doing stuff. And then guess what? Now they're talking about it on Bloomberg and CNBC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they picked it up, huh?
Yeah, they
crazy.
watch our videos, dude. They
That's
watch
wild.
our videos, man. People laugh when I say that. People look, just because I got a small channel don't mean people ain't watching my stuff. All right, we know for a fact that they're watching my stuff because I caught people trying to jack my stilo. All right.
Wow.
But it ain't but one me, and no one else in the world has the PulseWave price triggers but me.
That's a fact.
Right? PulseWave.com, baby. You ain't gonna find another.
PulseWaveTrading.com. PulseWaveTrading.com.
All right, here we go.
I gotta run, but I'll see you all soon because I'm gonna be doing an update on my Bitcoin stop loss soon for those who are in the free price trigger trade. So I'll be back, but I'm out of this one. See you later, Dex.
Pimp those markets, brother.
Got it, buddy.
All right, so someone has a question here. Let me go ahead and put that in so people can see it. Okay, so the question is, does hack take into account bio stuff like the Mexican beer virus? Okay, well, here's how it works. All right, it's basically a hodgepodge of noise going around the internet and things of that nature. What happens is these markets generally have a nose for what's going on in certain spheres of the economy, certain spheres of the political landscape. Hack likes to follow not just cyber security threats, but just terrorism or fake acts of terrorism in general. So it's not specific into viruses. Not to say, though, that this whole coronavirus thing is missed on hack. It's just that it's not one of the things that hack tracks. Hack tracks terrorism, false flags, and especially the cyber terrorism stuff. That's what your hack is for. Okay, you can see that it's come off from its highs here, and that's the reason. There's a reason why for that. Okay, so it's not into the viral thing. But I tell you who would be. That would be your pharmaceutical industrial complex. So you want to look at places like Pfizer and Merck, maybe even a Johnson & Johnson you can throw in there. Anyone who is in the space of pharmaceuticals, all right, and Monsanto, anyone who practices any type of, I like to call it germ warfare, because that's basically what it is. All right, they're into messing with nature and playing with viruses and stuff like that. And while we're on that subject, let us just segue into this whole coronavirus thing. All right, for those of you who do not know, the coronavirus did not start from some patient zero. That is a lie. The mainstream media is not going to go there, but I'm going to go there. You see, there is a lab. All right, there's a lab in China, just a few clicks away from the first, patient zero that they talked about. It's literally walking distance away. And in this lab, this is a special like CDC type lab where their main job is to reverse engineer and weaponize certain viruses. All right, especially the really dangerous ones, just like the CDC. And I know you guys remember because you don't have short memories. You guys are the best audience in the world. So you guys remember clearly not long ago that there was a report issued by the CDC that someone had stolen some like level 4 type virus that was missing out of their facilities. This kind of thing happens. That's why I say this was done on purpose. This is not some regular virus that just, we found a virus and guess what? It mutated. No, this is something that was engineered in a lab that got out of the lab and into the population. It's not an accident. Remember, they've been talking about culling the herd. They've been talking about, overpopulation, which is also a lie. Let me explain to you how overpopulation is a lie. Overpopulation is a lie because we do not have too many people on the planet. All right, we just don't. But what we do have is too many people on the planet condensed into tight areas. Do you know how much habitable space is available on the planet? Have you any idea how much space is available, but we don't move into these spaces? Instead, they want to condense and pack people in like sardines into one area. If people spread out, things would be a lot better. There is so much land, guys, so much land. Name a continent. There's land everywhere. If you live in any kind of like suburb area on Earth, you know what I'm talking about when I'm about to say this. How many times have you been driving in suburbia, or even in the countryside, and you're just looking at all this wide open space and land, and it's wild land. It's not a farm. It's wild land, just wide open space. Do you see a townhouse? Nope. Do you see a school? Nope. Do you see a hospital? Nope. Do you see a mall? Nope. You see nothing. All you see is wilderness. So what in the world are they talking about overpopulation? If we were having overpopulation, there would be no wildlife preserves or reserves. There would be no forest. There would be none of that. There would be no jungles, because they will all be gone, because people would have been packed into those places, because people need to live somewhere. So all that stuff is a lie. They say overpopulation because the power base that runs the world is concerned about losing said power base. Those that are in power tend to want to remain in power. It becomes harder to remain in power when the population is exploding. The less people there are, the stronger your power base will grow. The more people there are, the harder it is to control the people. All right? Keep that in the back of your mind. So they want to call the population so they can have more control. That's what they really want. Think about it. Do you think it's an accident? Do you think that all this stuff is a coincidence that's going on in the world? Is this a coincidence that people are that dumb? Do you really think that? It's not. They think that we're dumb, but the populace is not dumb, and the populace is really not the enemy. But yet they treat the populace as though they are the enemy. All right. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, see, that's another thing too. All right, let me put this up here. I like this comment. This is a good comment. All right, so look. All right, here's a comment. Yeah, but most people want to live near or on the coasts. Very few people want to live in the middle of nowhere. You are right, my man. You're right. Straight up. Those are facts. But here's the thing, though, that makes technology so incredible. Do you know we have technology, man, where we can get water to far away vast regions? There's a way to do it. They know how to do it. They know how to build wells. They know how to use deep underground spring water place reserves and stuff. I mean, there's so many ways they can do it. And the argument has always been thrown, oh, well, there's money, there's expense, and who's going to pay for it, and blah, blah, blah. No, let me explain something to you. If every nation on earth simply woke up one morning and decided, you know what? Instead of spending 18 billion, quintillion, twillion, fillion, infinity dollars on building bombs and fighting wars, hey, why don't we take that money and build the best water filtration systems that has the most purest, cleanest water, so that nobody on the planet has to go without clean drinking water and clean potable water? It could be done in no time. It could be done in no time. But they don't want to do that because they don't care about the people. They care about money and power. That's what they care about. And as long as people care about money and power, that's always going to be an issue. Why do you think Jesus said the poor will always be among you? He didn't say that because he's like, I'm a mean, cruel God, and I'm going to make sure that there's poor people walking around. No, he was talking about the nature of man. The fact that there will always be poor people around you is because people, for the most part, are greedy and they don't care about their fellow man. See, so yes, that's the part in the subject that people don't want to deal with. There are various types of poor. There's not just, oh, you're poor or you're not. No, there's different types of poor. Some people are poor because of terrible decisions that they have made. Some people are poor because they have addictions. Other people are poor because they live, unfortunately, in a third world country where their government is oppressing them and taking all of the natural resources from them, so they are living in abject poverty. Some people are made poor because of war and displacement as a result of war. There are so many scenarios and types of poor people. You got to understand that. All right. Not everybody is lumped in the same category when you say poor. Okay. We gotta break it down. The media don't like doing that. They want to paint with a broad brush that if a person is homeless and living on the streets, it's because they're an alcoholic or a drug addict, or because they're lazy and they don't want to work, and that is not true. That is true for some, but it is not true for the majority. But they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about the working poor. People who have a job, who go to work every day, sometimes 2 and 3 jobs, and they are still homeless because they cannot afford a place to live because of the ridiculous prices with real estate. We're not going to go there. That's a whole nother live stream. Don't want to get too far off. So let's go back to the charts of hack. So to answer that question with the hack, no, hack does not take into account all of the different terrible things that there are out there, like the whole virus things and all that. It sticks to, specifically, acts of false flags and terrorism, and especially cyber terrorism. And that's about it. And as you can see here, you got a gap on the chart. It's going to back and fill it at some point. We just got off of the bullish segment. We're no longer bullish. We got a ticking time bomb. Is it going to relock back in and explode higher? If it does, it's going to go north of $45. And if it does that, hear my voice, if hack hits $45 in the near future, it's a problem. It's a problem. That means something is about to go down. It's a problem. Whether it be another breach of people's personal information and privacy, or something else. But something's going down if hack gets back to 45. All right. I just want to let you know that you don't want to see this hack above 45 for political reasons. For financial reasons, you'd like to see it at 445. And then, unfortunately, it may even get there. All right. So right now, it's out of the bullish zone on the daily, but still in the bullish zone in the weekly. So I'm thinking that we're going to get it back and fill, and I don't think it's going to stay down for too long. So I just want to put that out there. All right, so here we go on the next thing here. Let's see, we got GDXJ, gold miners. All right, so one thing I want to say about the gold miners right now is that even though we have a situation where gold has been catching a bid on the back of today's downturn in the market, it doesn't mean that the gold miners are going to catch wind along with it. All right, let me explain what I mean by that. Okay. Keep in mind that your mining stocks are still just what they are. They're stocks. The word mining is the prefix. Stocks is the suffix. Mining stocks. So it's going to benefit from the thing that it mines. In this case, it's gold. However, because it's still a stock, it's going to be bound by interest rates. It's going to be bound by earnings. It's going to be, layoffs and all the other things that go into running a company. So they're going to be hit with that. They're not immune to that. All right. They are not immune to that. So there are going to be times where your GDXJ is going to act like a stock instead of a mining stock. And then there are going to be times where it's going to act exactly like a mining stock because gold is on fire and it's going to shoot up too. My analysis is based on here. I have to put this out. We do have a crash alert setup that we made today. So we're looking for the market to move down. We're looking at a scenario like this one back here. All right, this is what this is looking like. All right, we got a double major crash alert. The one we had on January the 8th. You saw how the market proceeded to move down. I think we're about to do that again. But let me give you a ray of sunshine. We're in a bullish zone now. We just started a new bullish zone. We're 3 bars into it. We had that rally alert. The market did break out but couldn't hold. We're still bullish though. As long as the market stays bullish, I think we're good to go here. I'm saying that this pullback is going to get big, and we're going to 45. All right, that's my initial target on the GDXJ is 45. All right, and just so you know, I don't pull things out of the air. Here we go back here. We hit 43.10 back here. We tried it. Here we hit 42.80. Didn't work out. Here we go here. This here is a resistance area around the 43 to 44 level. Once enough energy gets baked into this, what you're going to see based on this weekly chart is the next push higher should be anywhere from $1.50 to $3. Well, here you go. The high is 43.10, right? $1.50 to $3 puts it at that $45 mark. That's where that number comes from. It did not come out of the air. I did not pull it out of a hat. All right. Price means something. Numbers mean something. So that's our analysis on the GDXJ. All right. Let's go to our next chart. Let's see here. All right. The next one we have here is GBTC. This is the only option you have if you're going to be trading Bitcoin on the equity side of the market. There's really no Bitcoin ETF aside from this one. All right, this is the only thing that you have available to you if you're going to trade on the equity side of the market. So, as goes Bitcoin, as goes the GBTC. It moves in tandem with Bitcoin almost tick for tick. If Bitcoin is going to have an up day, GBTC will. Bitcoin's going to have a down day, GBTC will. It should be noted, though, that this gap here is pretty significant. We kind of filled it. Let me see here. 892, 890. Technically, you can argue that this gap was filled, so we should be good here. Market did gap up nice today. According to what I'm seeing here on your daily, you got a time bomb scenario going on. Therefore, I think the next phase to lock in should be a bullish one to push price to at least the initial target of 11 here on your GBTC. It's hard to really see a scenario where the breakout will be a bearish one. If it is a bearish one, I see it being short-lived for now because this support zone was put in with double rally alerts that actually did manifest. You had your support here, market broke out, then came back down to test the support, did not take out the support, all right? The low point here was 792. The low point here was 791, but you closed at 798. So you did not take this out. You took it out on a tiny spike, just enough to get past the low, but you closed above it. That's a support zone. That's a solid support zone. So that should be enough for this market to go. If this were an inverse chart, you'd be crying and shouting head and shoulders top, head and shoulders top. Well, this is a classic head and shoulders bottom. Market should be ready to rip roar to the upside on your daily chart. Your weekly chart looks a little something like this on the GBTC. You can see how it based itself out here. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, you got a danger zone here, because sometimes when the market bases out like this, what happens is you have a new leg down. That is true. But if you look at this weekly chart, this base here is a real base, followed by consecutive rally alerts that manifested. The consecutive crash alerts did not. So it gives more credence to the rally alerts that actually did break out and kept going. All right. Now we pull back. So this was the first base. This second base is higher than this base. All right. And even though it's technically, okay, I was going to say it's more elongated, but it's not. Okay. So it's just about the same. So this, all things being equal, this rally alert that we have on this, I'm sorry, I can't count that one. Let's count this one. Oh, let me see, crash. All right, so this rally alert should play out as the week goes on, and like I said, 11 is our first target, and then we'll see where we go from there. And this is just on the weekly. Even though we're bearish right now, I think we're entering into the zone of the bearish correction. So a bounce, technical bounce off of the bear market short-term low on the weekly. And that should be enough, hopefully, to turn this. That's why this is a ticking time bomb on the daily. It should turn it into a bullish position. And then from the weekly, we go from, full bearish to straight up correction, which means we rally. And then with enough energy behind it, it turns into a bull market and a short-lived bear like this one right here was. See how short this was? And then the market exploded higher. So I see the same thing playing out here. I see more of a bullish scenario playing out in the GBTC. All right, so that's that one. All right, let's move on. All right, let's see what we got. We got the euro yen. Euro yen is a good one because it tracks very well with the U.S. stock indexes. Got a time bomb on your daily. You were in the bullish zone. You got a crash alert. The market did proceed to do it. We got another crash alert going into tomorrow. So we'll see how this one goes. You don't have any gaps on your forex charts like you do on futures and equities, because the forex trades 24/7 from Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 5 p.m. Friday evening Eastern Standard Time. All right, so that's why you don't really see gaps here. So this is a clean chart, and for right now, we got this this bearish trend momentum reading, bearish weekly trend momentum reading entering into the market with a crash alert for tomorrow. So I'm looking for lower prices there. All right, and that's your euro yen. Next chart is Bitcoin, the one everyone's been waiting for with bated breath. All right, so here's your daily one. We're in that ticking time bomb type of a setup. We had back-to-back rally alerts getting closer. Friday looked like this, and then here's today. So the rally alert has played out in the Bitcoin. How much more will it run? It's up to the market. At this point, though, we're looking for a possibility, though, just in the short-term interim, that the market may possibly pull back a little bit inside of this bar. But based on what I've seen today, it looks like it wants to run some more, and it wants to get further up in here. And even as I do this video right now, Bitcoin is up 150 bucks on the futures at 91.45. So we're way up in here now. All right, so looking good so far. Let's see if it can run. All right, next one is silver. All right, so silver, it's really been really flat on the daily. As you can see, we're not getting much movement at all. I'm just looking for this one possibly to correct and be negative, more negative tomorrow. $18 is going to be a true test. That is your psychological support. And I do show crash alert. So there's a warning that the silver will not only break below $18 tomorrow, but possibly even close below it. That's the risk that we have in silver right now. Not a whole lot to talk about there. Crash alert for tomorrow. All right, let's see here. We got. All right, next one is gold. Daily chart on your gold looks like this. We got a rally alert for gold. All right, so the rally alert is in gold right now. And as we speak, the market is attempting to do just that. It's trying to break out. Hasn't done it yet, but it is trying. It's up $3.70 as we speak. All right, these rally and crash alerts, people, like I say, you ignore them at your own peril. You got to pay attention to them, but don't just look at a cursory glance of the alert. You got to look at the intraday price inflection points as indicated on the PulseWave reports, because those set the roadmap to where you're going. The alerts is only half of the equation. It's telling you, okay, the market's ready to move higher or it's ready to move lower, but here's your market condition for the next day. That if you see this, bam, you know you're off to the races. So that's how we marry the two things, the alerts with the reports. And this is the beginning of a bullish weekly trend momentum here right now. We started it today. We started it on Monday. So this rally alert is calling for the rally to continue into Tuesday for gold futures. So we're looking to get long gold for Tuesday. All right. And that's gold. Let's see what we got next. Next, we got the US dollar index. Now, for those of you who do not know, I do not trade the US dollar index anymore. I used to, but not anymore, because ICE started being real corny with how they, with their pricing and things of that nature. So it's not worth it. So I ignore it, but I use the charts to show you what's going on with the dollar, just so you know what's going on with, and I use algo charts so you can know for real, because people are always crying out there, oh my goodness, man, the dollar is toast, US dollar is dead. No, I give you the truth and the real to what's going on day to day, so you know what's up. Now we got a time capsule here on this one. This means that the hourglass is going, the sand's falling in, and time is going on, and we don't have anything going on here. Because this is more of a controlled market. The White House is keeping it oscillating between 97 and 98 because of the whole trade war thing going on with China. So it's keeping the dollar relatively strong. For those of you who've been following my dollar reports for the last 18 months or so, I've been talking about what the White House foreign policy for its trade, import, export. It needs the dollar to be strong to a certain point. So I let you know that with the dollar, anything above 90 is in a bullish zone. Anything 95 is a strong dollar policy. And where we are right now, we've been hovering between 97 and 98, and that's kind of where they've been keeping the dollar at bay right now for those trade war purposes. So this is not really going to come down anytime soon, and I don't expect it to. Doesn't mean your purchasing power won't be affected, though, but as far as them doing anything with the market, that's about it. All right, so that's all I got, man. Nothing else to really talk about here. I think we've covered pretty much everything for now. Let's see. Did I miss any questions? No, I don't think I did. So that's what's up. All right. Well, with that being said, folks, remember to hit that like button. Please share the video with someone. You never know who it may encourage or help. And don't forget PulseWaveTrading.com. We're running an amazing special right now. Sign up for that free account. When you do that, you'll be notified of all the goodies that we have that are not available here on the social medias and all that stuff. Yeah, I already did Litecoin. So yeah, you'll have to rewind the video at the end, and then you'll be able to peep that. But yeah, we did Litecoin. We didn't have a particular order today. It was just whatever was popping up on my charts. But yeah, we did Litecoin. But since you're here and I haven't ended the video, just out of the kindness of my heart, because I love you so much, I'm going to pull this up just for you. All right, people? Here you go. Here's your Litecoin. All right, or should we say altcoin? All right, so the Litecoin for Tuesday's trading, we had the actually had triple rally alerts back to back. Market finally broke out, so I'm looking for a continuation pattern for Litecoin for tomorrow. All right, so yep, continuation pattern for Litecoin, but just keep an eye out. You know what I'm saying, for that intraday reversal. All right, please keep an eye out on that. Make sure you're using your stops, and make sure, you know, when you are able to, that you're using the pop method, so that you can, you know, that's that money management method that we teach you at PulseWaveTrading.com, so that you don't turn winning trades into losing trades. Please pop your way through this one, okay? All right. Oh, I didn't share the screen. My bad. That's how you know I'm tired. All right, here you go. Here it is. I'm sorry. I'm talking and I'm not even. My bad. All right. So right here, this is the, instead of back-to-back rally alerts, you had the triple rally alert 3 days in a row. Then we finally get that pop. All right. Finally get that pop. Now we're looking for a continuation pattern to the top side tomorrow, but just be on the lookout for any intraday reversal after the rally. Okay. So you may see a intraday reversal. So just please keep an eye out. Like I said, use the pop method to pop your way through it. Don't go in there blind. Don't try to trade without stops. Don't turn a winning trade into a losing trade. I think you're going to have a significant pop top side, but it could have an intraday reversal. So just keep that in mind, okay? Intraday reversal alert in the Litecoin for tomorrow, but I'm expecting a continuation pattern to the top side. All right, so with that being said, I think that should do it. That's it. This video went a lot longer than I anticipated, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. All right, love you guys, man. Be encouraged. I'll see you guys back tomorrow morning for the pre-market pulse scan, which is scheduled for 8:15. No, I'm sorry, 8:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. All right, peoples. See y'all in the AM. Remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. For those who don't know what that means, that's a little thing I took from the Pirates of the Caribbean at the end of the movie, when it was like, take what you can, give nothing back. But in this case, take what you can, give nothing back means you're taking as much profit from the market as you can. And you're not going to be an idiot and give it all back and turn a winning trade to a losing trade. So that is the meaning behind that. All right. Peace out, everybody. See y'all back tomorrow morning.